cheers to 47 years. This is a very stout Expresso Martini. And I think I deserve to have it that way because this is cheers to 47 years. This is cheers to the most unique and stretching year I have ever experienced in my life. This is also cheers to the most blessed I have ever recalled feeling. Not that I've never been as blessed as I am now, but as far as where I am in my physical maturity, age-wise, as well as my spiritual maturity, this is the most blessed I have ever felt. Hello, my good peeps. Welcome back to Keisha's Crumbs. And cheers, cheers, cheers to 47 years. We have less than 48 hours, about like 24 hours now before the month of sweet November is over. Aww. And y'all dead wrong. Y'all dead wrong because y'all start putting Christmas trees up before Thanksgiving even came, before we even got a chance to say why we were grateful. Y'all start putting Christmas trees up. That's why we Sagittarius / Scorpios be depressed some of the times by the time our birthday comes because everybody want to turn up during the summer talking about how good this, how boy that. But then when winter and the fall comes, it's sweet November, baby. Sweet is in, get on your knees and say why you thankful. I go in Lowe's, everywhere I turn, it's Christmas trees in November. Thanksgiving hadn't even hit. It was like the first week of November. So y'all just want to go. Guess what we doing now? The devil is a bona fide liar. The devil is. He tried to kidnap my birthday. He tried. But all I had to do was listen to my Heavenly Father, honey. And I had to remember that my birthday means that I'm here on earth to give somebody else my gift, to lend myself to somebody else who may be in need of my presence, my words of encouragement, in order to get through. It's not about us. And I'm so thankful that I'm learning that in my elder years. So even though my birthday was the day before Thanksgiving, Wednesday, the 22nd, I did not celebrate until Saturday. And I'm so grateful for my friends and family. Those of you, I do have other friends, but it was very impromptu, very last minute. I was worn out. My closest friends know how I am, and they just kept budging, kept doing subtle mentions until I was ready. And I showed up, and we had a good time. But my YouTube family wasn't there. This is Keisha's Crumbs. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Y'all, the analytics are showing me that people who continually watch me are not subscribed. Now, I realize a lot of you may not be normal YouTubers, so I'm going to do a screen recording showing you how to subscribe. But if you look at the top of your screen, whether it's on the television or on the phone, sometimes the user interface, meaning the way things are positioned on the screen, may look a little different depending on whether you are on a cell phone, a cellular device, or a computer, iPad, etc. But either way, it's one simple way to subscribe. Look for the subscribe button once you get to my channel and click it. That makes you part of my family. And then you will see a little bell, a little icon that looks like a bell. And when you click that, that's going to notify you every time I upload a video. So you don't have to come searching for me. It's going to notify you, and you can choose to watch then, or you can choose to watch later. I'm Keisha of Keisha's Crumbs, and this is where we give honor to the crumbs that falls from the Lord's table. We love the crumbs that falls from the Lord's table because we know that those crumbs are better and greater and more fulfilling than eating a whole roll somewhere else. That's where Keisha's Crumbs come from. So y'all are crumb catchers, not crumb snatchers. Because when you snatch some, more than likely you're taking something that's not yours. We are crumb catchers. We are ready, willing, and available to take hold of what's ours. We are crumb catchers here at Keisha's Crumbs. So please subscribe, y'all. Please subscribe. It's very necessary. And I have a goal to nearly double my subscription by the end of year. And I can't do that without your help. I need you to subscribe, and I need you to share these videos so that other people can subscribe. Because I am committed at this point. A lot of things are going on in my personal life that shows me that I need to be here. I've never been a person that was all about money because thank goodness I didn't come up in poverty. I came up with basically the things that I needed definitely, and a lot of what I wanted. So I don't do things for money, but I want to share my God-given gift, which is cooking, speaking, motivational type of things, coaching. I want this channel to expand. But in order to grow and flourish, I need your engagement. I need your feedback. Positive people who want to, encourage with positive and factual feedback. And you know, I just want us to be able to grow together. So please make sure you subscribe. Now you see I have my crown on, honey. I got all dressed up for y'all because Sweet November is still here. This is very much still in effect. And cheers to me, cheers to you, cheers to 47 years on earth, making 47 years, and my knowing that this year will be greater. This year of my birth will be greater than any other year I have ever lived. I feel that deep, 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 deep in my heart. And if you will subscribe and if you will become part of this journey, I can promise you, and there's no way I would get on national television and say this if I didn't mean it, with this cross over my head, I can promise you that if you uplift and encourage me, I'm going to be here to uplift and encourage you. Either way, that's what I'm here to do. To empower, to encourage, to inform, and to educate. That's what I'm here to do. And you may find me entertaining from time to time, but that is not my purpose. My purpose is to inform, educate, and empower. And uplift. So please subscribe. Please start to engage. I know that a lot of you are not used to YouTube, and you may think, oh my God, it's on TV, this and that. Y'all, YouTube is a learning platform just as Google. I'm telling you, and you are truly missing out. You are missing out on a lot. You are missing out on a university of information by not subscribing to YouTube. You know, you need to subscribe to my channel, and you need to become a part of this platform so that you can learn and take part in knowledge that is here and that is prevalent. Yes, you will have to fact check and things of that sort, but it's just like Google, but having video demonstration in addition to it. And, you know, I love it here. I'll be honest, I love it here. And it is not just another social media platform. It's really not. So that's that on that. But we are here to celebrate. Before the month of November is out, I wanted to celebrate with y'all because I did not get to have y'all be a part of my birthday celebration. So I came here all dressed up and with my crown on. YouTube family, Keisha's Crumbs. And of course, it's late. As always, we got a lot to do, but we're going to get it done. So let's start with decorating this cake. It's my birthday cake, y'all. So if you saw my last video, my latest video upload prior to this one was I went over budget and I still have joy. So I was preparing, doing some shopping, basically splurging my birthday money in the grocery store. There's Keisha's Crumbs for you. But I told y'all that we were going to decorate my birthday cake. I actually made myself a birthday cake, made it on Thanksgiving morning. I put the crumb coat on the cake, but did not have the chance to decorate it. So that was actually, get this straight, that was actually in Louisiana. Alexa, pause. That was in Louisiana, y'all, where I made this cake. So now you get to see that it is heart-shaped. It was frozen. I had it wrapped in like 3 layers of plastic. And I was only able to put the crumb coating on it. These are my kitchen shears. I'm not going to worry about gloves tonight because this is my birthday cake that I am decorating with y'all, my Keisha's Crumbs family. And all I had the chance to do was put the crumb coat on it and freeze it. Now I wish it was straight out of the freezer so that I could still cover it in this beautiful cream cheese icing without crumbs, red velvet crumbs getting everywhere, but that's going to be nearly impossible. So we're not going to worry about it. We're doing this for the sake of fellowship. Okay, y'all, we're doing this for the sake of fellowship. Everything, my makeup, my hair, my beautiful dress, I did it all for y'all. Okay, because I am so, so grateful. So let me get this out of the wrapping, and then I'm going to be right back, and we're going to finish decorating it. I'm going to do it with y'all. Yay, spirit first. All right, y'all, we are back. We are back. And we have it. We are frosting and enjoy. Now you see what that says? Happiness is homemade. Because this is Keisha's Crumbs, where we have a special appreciation for everything homemade. And we hope that you will too. So let's turn down to this cake. I want to make sure that y'all able to see well. Okay, and we're just gonna make sure all the red gets covered. So the first thing we're gonna do is go over the top. Now that's the thing about red velvet. Even though we're doing this just to basically celebrate, do a mock celebration, I'm still gonna try to talk you through some skills. So, and I'm not even a pro in cake decorating. Y'all know that I do mostly bunts and homemade cakes, so I'm not even a pro at this. But I can tell you that with red velvet, because it's red, you want to make sure you do a good crumb coating, which I did, and it was frozen. I would be so much better off. See how it's all in the wrist, and I'm going on with a thick coating. I'm going on with a thick coating to make sure I'm not picking up any of the red crumbs. I at least want to make sure I'm able to start with that on top, right? Spread it out. You have to feel for how thick. You just have to feel for how thick that frosting still is, because you want to smooth it out. You put it on thick, but you want to kind of use your wrist to smooth it out evenly, and that's why you want to feel for how thick it is as you spread it. But at the same time, and just as sure as you try to be thin with it, you're gonna pick up those red cake crumbs. So I think I'm doing an excellent job right now, if I do say so myself. I need to get my tripod so I can give y'all overhead shot. But this was really more about the celebration, y'all. It is not a cake decorating demo. But, you know, hey, anytime there's an opportunity to learn, I want to share. But my point is, you want to go on thick. Spread it out for the purpose of creating an even layer. We're going to start across the top, and then we will handle our edge. The perimeter, number one, you don't see the perimeter right off. What you see mostly is the top. So you want to make sure you got a good top, and that's why we're starting here. You put it on thick, and you spread it out evenly. You just use your wrist to go back and forth. It's expected that you would have texture. Okay, across the top, you want it perfectly smooth, then you would use a straight edge. But right now, we're using this. It's a shame. I want to call it a spackle. But see, I have a lot of exposed crumbs right there. So I'm going to fill that in because I don't want any chance of picking those crumbs up. And I'm going to go right over the top of them without pressing down too hard, because I want those crumbs to stay right where they are. Okay? So we got the top covered. And when you do pick up a little crumb, see right there? I'm going to take that off. Just for demonstration purposes, even though this is not a cake decorating demo. But I'm here to share with y'all. See, my people didn't get to spend my birthday with me. And don't feel bad, y'all, because I have people in my actual life who I consider even associates, even if they're not friends. I consider them associates, and we just didn't have the time. With it being Thanksgiving holiday, we just didn't have the time to call everybody up and do all of that. I think my people were more concerned that I had the opportunity to be celebrated, and sometimes the more people you involve, the the more difficult it is to coordinate. So, all right, so that's basically the top, y'all. Y'all see that? And so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to still remain on the top. And this probably isn't the way a pro would do it. I suspect, see, I'm picking up crumbs now, so I'm going to have to be careful. But I suspect a professional will go ahead and do the perimeter at this point, like this. And then come back and make sure that the top meets the perimeter edge. So let's just do that, especially to make sure that we have ample icing. Remember, this is jarred icing because I actually made cream cheese icing in Louisiana when I was actually decorating for my birthday. So the crumb coat is real homemade cream cheese icing. But I did just enough to make the crumb coat, and then I was gonna go back and make more. But I never was able to finish my birthday cake, y'all, because I wanted to have it with my family. My entire family was coming over for Thanksgiving, and that's why I made my birthday cake Thanksgiving morning. Keep in mind, I didn't celebrate until Saturday, so I at least wanted to do that. But God is good. He worked it out. I got so many unexpected gifts love from people that I didn't expect to get love from, and that's always a blessing. So y'all, we're going on thick. We're going on thick. And basically, once you see cake residue get on that spatula, we need to clean it. And that's when I'm rubbing it on the cookie sheet. But let me tell y'all, even this birthday pan, shout out to Siobhan, my best friend. She, if y'all saw my Bible story, my Bible study story about Romans, it was the last Bible study I uploaded. Romans, I believe it was chapter 12, verses 1 through 8. And I talked about the importance of connection and why God and the Bible says we must remain connected. The person who that story was mainly about, my testimony that I started out with in the beginning, that it was her. Her name is Siobhan, and she actually bought me this cake pan from the Goodwill, y'all. She shops Goodwill. I shop Goodwill. I don't get to do it as often as I'd like. I plan to do it more and more, especially with this upcoming recession, honey. Oh, yes. I'm about to be Goodwill down, honey. And she had given me this pan. I talked about how I visited her home and we prayed together with her husband. And this was one of the gifts that she gave me from under her garage. It's this big heart-shaped pan. You see how beautiful it is? And that's the main reason why I wanted to make my birthday cake with it as well. I need to tell her that. See, I'm sharing it with y'all. I hadn't even told her. And I have to make sure she sees this cake. Now, once she sees how beautiful this cake turned out, y'all, she gonna be wanting to borrow this pan. She's gonna want to borrow it back so she can make a cake in it. But yeah. So y'all, I really, really, really appreciate and love y'all so much. You know, we're gonna talk a little bit more about. You know, you just never know. Everybody is on YouTube for different reasons. Everybody has different motivations. But I thank God that I have discernment and I'm able to see people's heart. You never have to tell me who is sincere and who's not. Because God gave me the gift of discernment. So I already know. I already know. But anyway, I'm going to let you, for y'all who may not know right off or may be wondering, I'm going to share a little bit more about how important this channel is to me and how those of you who have joined the family and who have subscribed, although I mainly hear from the same people all the time. I know, like I said, YouTube gives excellent analytics, so I know who's engaged, and I'm thankful and I'm blessed to have this channel. I need this channel. I really do. And I also need it to grow. And I need it to grow for more than monetary reasons. I need it to grow because I have news to share. I have the good news. God is always planting a seed in my heart. And I need to be able to share with y'all. I have words of encouragement that I need to be able to share with y'all. Thank God I always have a testimony that I can also share with y'all so that you can know and be encouraged. And pay closer attention to when you have a testimony too. So y'all, we're about done with the perimeter now. That's it. This is the heart. This is the heart. And as you can see, I put this big board on this turntable because I knew I would need to be able to spin the cake. I knew I would need to be able to spin the cake. But the cake pan is about, I haven't measured it yet, but I honestly think this isn't, I don't think this is 12 inches, but it's most certainly 10 at least. It has to be at least 10 inches across. So, now this, if I could put this in the freezer, this would be an excellent crumb coat. And then I would go over this one more time. But I think this is good, especially for our purposes. I really didn't even expect that frosting to go this far. So once you have a perimeter done, y'all, then you just go back over the edge. And if you're like selling this cake to somebody, then you would have this as your crumb coat. You put it in the freezer, just enough for this frosting to stiffen up and set. And then you can basically go back over the cake another time. At that point, you go over the cake another time. And take it off so y'all can see. So that's just where I've been wiping it off. But there's our cream cheese on our heart-shaped. Our cream cheese on our heart-shaped Red velvet, y'all. How you love that? Okay, so let's go in and decorate just a little bit more. I'm gonna clean it up a bit. Okay, so as y'all see, I was able to fill all of them up. It's just molten chocolate, the chips or almond bark, whichever. And I actually, if your house is cool enough, you can let it sit out and set like this, or you can put it in the refrigerator. But this was very little chocolate, probably about a fourth of a cup, to make a total of 3, 6, 9 rosettes. 2 big, 3 mediums, and what, 5 smalls. But either way, I'll let you see them when they come out. Y'all, this is the overhead shot of the cake. This is the birthday cake, y'all. Yay! So I cleaned it up by cutting the parchment from around it. Instead of wiping it off and wasting paper towels, I just cut it. But this is the overhead shot of the birthday cake. Let's continue to decorate, honey. Oh, yeah.
Disclaimer, I am not good at cake decorating at all, especially as it relates to piping. I normally use like fresh fruit and things like that to give the cake a certain aesthetic. But here, since we have the time and the opportunity, I figured why not? But just keep in mind, I am not a cake decorator.
All right, y'all, we are back. We are back. So let me show y'all. We have our basic cream cheese icing on the red velvet cake. Oh yes. And so I also wanted to share with you that I just got this, and it's a shame because I have an entire tool kit, like literally a toolbox with all of the different tips, all of the different cake decorating tools that one would need. However, for the sake of this demonstration, I bought this kit from Walmart. So I just wanted to show y'all how it works. You get the color icing you want in this bag. As you can see, it says great value. So this comes with a top on it, like a regular top. All I did was twist this off, and then it tells you that it's to be used with the great value tips. So these tips came separate. Once you screw that initial top off, you screw this on. And one thing I like about it, that is super convenient, because I hate having to put a tip inside the bag. Sometimes they just don't act right, or maybe it's because I'm not a professional yet. I have not studied the art of cake decorating. I'm not a decorator. I mostly make homemade bundt cakes and getting into layer cakes, and I normally go with something like an edible flower or something like that, because I'm not skilled in decorating. However, this is very special to me, so I bought the icing. As you may know, my favorite colors, mostly green. So because it's Christmas, I said, why don't I put red with the green? Hence, we have Christmas. But these are the tips, y'all. And look at what's so neat on the back. They show you each tip, right, that's on the front. they show you that same shape on the back. It is labeled with a number, um, 397.5, etc. And then it also shows you what type of piping you can do with the tips. So of course I'm gonna go with one of the most basic, like the ones on this row. Just happen to be green, my favorite color, honey. These are basically like drag and drop. I somewhat know how to do that. It's mainly the star. So I'm gonna go with that. But I wanted to show y'all this. You can buy this off the baking aisle in Walmart. And this comes in a variety of colors. I got red to go with my green because it's Christmas, or about to be. Okay. So I'm going to pull y'all in closer, and then we're going to start decorating. Another thing is you can get a styrofoam plate or a piece of foil. I know that's one thing I've seen people say, you know, start out on the plate just to make sure you understand how the tip is going to operate and all that before you hit the cake. So let's get in closer. Okay, y'all, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to squeeze my icing to the top. As you can see, it's coming out. Then I'm going to see how it works on the styrofoam, honey. Oh, yes. Not that that means I know what I'm doing, but... And I would much rather trust and believe if I were really doing this, continue to do this for myself at home or for a customer, everything will be homemade. This packaged stuff, like I wipe the cream cheese out the drawer on my finger, and I mean, I just have to be honest. I hate to say it before I'll taste it again, but it literally tasted horrible. And that's the thing, I'm not even a sweet type of person. I don't even really like sweets like that, but it tasted horrible. I'm gonna start at the curve, y'all. And I'm gonna squeeze and drag, squeeze and drag, squeeze and drag, squeeze, drag, squeeze. Just letting y'all know what I'm doing since y'all can't really see. So this is super, oops. It took this one in tight enough. It's super convenient, y'all. The red is a little bright for my taste. And it's also glossy. But that's okay. We thank God for it. We just need to be able to pour it together. Squeeze and drag. And I only bought 2 of these, so I have to make sure that I have enough. This is strictly for y'all, baby, because I love my Keisha's crumbs. I love my Keisha's crumbs. Whew, that hurts your hand. I love my Keisha's crumbs, y'all. Y'all just don't know you're my saving grace. Again, if you're listening, whether you're new, I feel really dumb doing this because it's a little too low. But whether you're new or you're already a part of this channel, y'all, please go and subscribe. There's nothing to be ashamed of. And one thing about YouTube is, I mean, you're welcome to use an alias. You do not have to use your real name. You are welcome to use an alias. I mean, I'm going to have a talk. That's going to be one of my Bible study lessons on people not being ashamed and, you know, not being so caught up in what other people think and what other people have to say about them. But in the meantime, I just want to let y'all know that YouTube welcomes you to use an alias. So you don't have to use your real name. When you go in and you create that profile, when I'm asking you to subscribe, you're going to have to create a profile in order to do so. You can use an alias name. Because if you do decide to start actually creating content yourself versus just being a user and or observer, you know, it would be your channel name anyway. So just think about if you had a channel where you created content like I do and like I'm sharing with you now, what would your channel name be? Create it as such. And then whenever you're in YouTube, that's what your name will be. It does not have to be your real name. I rarely ever see people use their real name in YouTube. So just keep that in mind, because I know that some of y'all is just It's just fear, it's lack of confidence. And I say that knowing how some of my family and friends are. I'm not necessarily talking about, people I haven't met personally because I don't know you. But I know with people I am close to, family and friends, afraid of being judged, afraid of what people are going to say. And I need y'all to subscribe. So, plus, once you do so and you log in, then you can always feel confident and comfortable knowing that it's not your real name. But I so appreciate y'all. And the only reason why I'm not going into detail now is because I want to be able to look at you in the face when I tell you about how appreciative I am and why. This is really easy, y'all. I'll let you know that because I am no cake decorator. And the fact that it's in this tube, oh my God. Now, I'll be honest, I haven't tasted this yet. I've only tasted the Pillsbury. I'll give you the brand too because I have Pillsbury cream cheese icing. It's not Betty Crocker, whoever else makes cream cheese. It's not theirs. Theirs may not taste the way this tastes, but I mean, there are other Pillsbury products that I've had, like so what you want to do, of course, is keep squeezing it down so you can get the most out the pack. If you need to clean your tip out, just do so on your paper towel or your paper plate. But yeah, I'm just talking about this cream cheese icing. I don't like it at all. But there may be another icing that's good. So, and this I don't know what it tastes like because I haven't tasted it. But y'all, I feel some kind of way about this cake because I was like, dang, I could have sold it. I have one customer, a guy in Monroe, who loves in Louisiana. That's all he orders is my real velvet. He would have loved to have this cake. He and his fiance. So it's a shame. But anyway, okay, so we got that part done. We did the perimeter. And I'm trying to think about the edge. I think normally what people do, I want to do a second layer around here just to get used to this icing. And I've only used half the pack out, as you can see. We still have. Again, excuse my hand there, actually, because I've been washing in and out of the sink. But I'm going to go around it again. Just because I have the surface area and I have the icing to do so. I don't know what we'll do around the edge of the cake. So now we have double piped the top. There she is, y'all. Double piped at this point. Ooh, I feel like it's Keisha's Crumb's birthday. All right, let's figure out the edge. Okay, y'all, so now I think I'm gonna go in with this tip to do some writing. The one with the little hole, because on the back it shows that if you want to make lines, use the number 3 tip. So they have dots, but lines would be like words as well. So it's my cake, baby. So if any better time to try, it is now. Any good time to try is now. And a new pack of icing, and I'm gonna put that tip on. Y'all, it is so crazy because I have these apples to make. I'm gonna show y'all the apples next. See how the top goes on? I have these apples to make, but baby, I gotta do this for me. I gotta do this for me and Keisha's crumbs, honey. It's still my birthday. I'm gonna finish the apples before I go to bed tonight for sure. They're gonna be beautiful. I'm gonna show you. I might not get to show you all of them, but I will show you some. So this just shows you how the top screws on. This is the one I'm using. There's a hole. They have one that's a hole a little smaller than this one, but I'm gonna go ahead and go in with the big one because I don't want my lines to be super tiny. Okay, once I put the top on, I'm gonna squeeze. This is always the trick, whether you're using an actual frosting bag or this thing, or maybe if you're using a sandwich bag that you cut the end off of. Look, it's about to come out, y'all. See how shiny it is? This one makes me think it's not gonna taste good, but what do I know? But those apples are gonna get done. I'm gonna show you some of them, even if I don't show you me making all of them. But yeah, we're about to write happy birthday. Period. No pun intended. Period. See, some people can write like this with both hands. I can't do that. It would be great if I could, but so I'm trying to figure out the best way to hold this. Y'all ready? Make it like this. You don't know what this is. Keisha's crumbs. Oh, this one my last night, honey. Oh, yeah, this I look right now. I am Keisha. Love Keisha's crumbs. Oh, yes. Can I get on this tablet? Can I get on this tab? You want to go back over to the dimensional? Okay. I do that one with the ice cream. And y'all see how we do that as they in. And then they got to come into the refrigerator and do about it. It's one more time. Do that thing. It's only wait. So I want to show you all these. Look at how beautiful the molds came out. All I did was use molten chocolate, molding chocolate, chocolate bark, whatever you want to call it, and you put it inside these rubber molds, which are excellent. These are the same type of, they're really silicone. And I have these type of cupcake pans as well, made out of silicone. Very flexible. So after you melt your chocolate, you simply put them in here. And like I said, if it's cool, you don't even have to refrigerate it, but best to refrigerate it. And look how glossy and beautiful and detailed they come out. And another thing I want to show you is you can see that they have 2 big molds on the tray. These are the 2 big ones. And then you have 4 medium ones, right? So for these 2 big ones, I want you to see how this one is thick. See how that one is thick? This is the exact same mold as this. The only thing is that I poured lesser chocolate in it. And look how thin it is. So it's still just as beautiful. When you're looking at it overhead, you cannot tell the difference in the 2. But this one is thinner because I filled the mold halfway up. As long as that chocolate is settled down to the bottom of the mold, it's going to come out just as beautiful. And I especially like to do this when I'm attaching the molds to something like a cake, or I think tonight I'm going to even put them on apples. You don't want them to be this heavy, because when it's this big and this thick, this piece of chocolate is heavy. This is like something I would add to a charcuterie, a meat and cheese and fruit charcuterie. I just put a few chocolate flowers down. But that's what I wanted you to see. You don't even have to fill your molds up. It's halfway, and it is just as gorgeous. Now we're going to put 47 candles on this cake. Oh yes, 47. Those are my favorite colors. So let's shoot for 20 around each side of the heart. We'll see where we land, but this is gonna be the aim. And as you can see, I turned the candle around so y'all can see it straight up. And what I want to do is start from the bottom. So 1, 2, I'm going about an inch apart. Don't ask me why this bigger. That's the best inch. 3, 4. That's the house music here. House music here, teacher. November is about to be over with. But thank God for another year of life. Y'all, we got our cake decorated. We have our cake decorated. And now it is time. Now it's time to light our candles, y'all. As you can see, I put the little chocolate rolls there. And this is for my hopes, wishes, and dreams, and for what I know will come true in my life. Because God sees so, and to God be the glory. I have 47 candles here, 40 in 3 shades of green, and then 7 gold ones across the middle for the number of completion. So let's go ahead and start lighting them as quickly as possible, because your girl is getting up in age, and quite frankly, we have quite a few to light. Are y'all counting? Crumb-catchers, so thankful. God gave me another community of individuals to connect with. I pray that God continues to bless this channel with people who have nothing but good intentions for it, or nothing but good intentions as far as what they can take from it, because I am certainly here to give. And so I pray that you will continue to be a part of this community known as Keisha's Crumbs, where we have a special appreciation for everything homemade, and we hope that you will too. And more importantly, at Keisha's Crumbs, we believe that the crumbs from the master's table are better than eating a whole roll from somewhere else. And just as much as I light these candles and they illuminate everything around it, I also just as strongly believe in the love and the power and the omnipotence and the omniscience of our Heavenly Father. He is the King of Kings, Lord of Lords, creator of all heaven and earth. And if He says it's so. So thank God for 47 years. That's 40. And here is 7. Gonna make a wish with you all. It's very hot, as I'm sure you can see and imagine. But God, y'all. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday, Keisha, Keisha's Crumbs, and Keisha's Crumbs community. Happy blessed birthday. Happy blessed birthday to me. There it is. We did it, y'all. And now let's cut a piece of cake. Let's cut a piece of cake. We love curves. So let's take a piece from the top. Right where it says happy. Oh yes. Now I am so joyful all over again. I really am. Y'all, here is the cake, y'all. I cut a piece. As you can see, I forgot to mention, it actually is red velvet with mini milk chocolate chips. That is the bottom of the cake, which was the top. So let's have a bite. Let's just do it this way. Maybe this way. The birthday way. I left the candles in it. It's still moist, is it not? I'll be honest, my thought is this is a doggone shame I didn't get to sell that cake. And y'all just think the frosting isn't even homemade. And I am tasting primarily cake because I didn't put a thick layer of frosting on there. And it has the chocolate chips. The second bite, I can taste the frosting. It's just ever so slightly off-putting because the cake is caking. My birthday cake, y'all. It's delicious. It really is. It's just dense enough. Just dense. Ooh, money shot. Ooh. Money shot, honey. Thumbnail. I thought I was going to throw it away, but there's no way. There's no way I can throw it away, and there's no way I can eat it all. I'm going to take it back to Louisiana tomorrow. Because most of my friends love sweets. They love sweets the way I love meat, honey. Oh, yes. Now I got to figure out how to wrap it up. But that cake is good. Thank y'all so much. I wanted to have dinner with you in the same sitting. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take remember we're having the Great Value Seafood Festival, which is basically like a seafood boil in a bag, but it's frozen. It contains shell-on shrimp, mussels, and snow crab. But remember, I also purchased octopus. So that's going to be special, as well as I'm going to show you how my, you probably heard me mention it, and if you follow me on other social media besides YouTube, if you've been following me, then you know that I have a artisan handmade seasoning that I've created that is my own, and it'll be in stores around the second quarter, no later than the third quarter of next year. But what else will be special about the way I'm going to prepare our seafood festival from Walmart is that I'm going to show you how to convert the UBKG seasoning into a seafood sauce, a seafood butter sauce. Because not many people know, unless you're super, super OG, as people like to say, unless you've been rolling with me for a long time, not many people know that when we first created the artisan blend seasoning that we now sell as a seasoning, we created it as a seafood sauce. It was the base for a seafood sauce. All you had to do was add butter. And I actually sold it in a pouch. And I had instructions on the bag as to how you could add butter and or cream cheese, to create a custom seafood sauce to your liking. And so when we do the seafood festival from Walmart, we're gonna have that sauce with it. As a matter of fact, I'm going to prepare the seafood boil in the sauce, and I'll show you my favorite way to prepare seafood boil as well. So remember to check back. We will have that for dinner, and I don't know if I'm going to release this video as its own separate content on tomorrow, and then do the seafood festival as like a mukbang. Maybe I should, but in my last video, I said that we would do them all in one. I guess it doesn't matter. Look at my TV, y'all. The fireplace left us. Just like something warm and cozy. But anyway, it was a joke. But yeah, I said I would do it all in one video, but I have to get to these apples, in which I am going to show you part of the apple picking as part of this video. But it's really, really late, and I have to get like 15 or 16 apples done and look back at the water. But we're gonna have that for dinner tomorrow. I will take it to Louisiana with me, and we will sit down and have a mukbang because it'll still be Sweet November, honey. If I'm not mistaken, tomorrow Thursday is the last day. So, and I'll try to look just as pretty for you all. Thank y'all so much. My heart is warmed and loved, and y'all please share this video, like and share this video, and let me know down in the comments. I really would like to be at 1,000 subscribers by the end of next month before the new year. And I make candy, I make seasoning, I make bundt cake, so I have plenty to give away. And I just need to know how. I love y'all. Remember here, Keisha's crumbs. We know that crumbs from the master's table are better than eating a whole roll somewhere else. Love.